questions anyways. It's just,
Yeah,
I want to take care of you guys too.
You got a long drive, just relax a little bit, enjoy yourself.
Make sure she gets something to eat.
Let's feed your wife, man.
And I know mine's probably hungry too.
Great.
Okay. Okay, I just want to put this down. 3 phases of the harvest.
I do have some questions. You know what, and something else that I would like to talk to you a little bit about, as long as you brought it up, and I don't want to take your focus off of this right now, but I'm struggling a little bit with the role of the mother, and maybe I just don't understand well enough, but you know, okay, Gabrielle,
Okay.
I understand what's going on there. Michael, Jesus, I don't have any problem with that, and I've always believed that for a long time anyway. So, but I guess I am struggling a little bit with what the mother's role is.
You mentioned, okay, you're talking about El Shaddai. Okay, 3 phases of the harvest. And I'll just put them down here. 1, barley.
It's me.
These 3 right here. Barley, wheat, and grape.
Yep.
Now, the question is the timing for this. Timing of it. See, the timing of this depends on our understanding of, okay, let me put this in, timing of the harvest. Depends on our concept or understanding, UND, understanding of what? The Godhead. Which is, of course, the question, who is God? Now the problem is the average person doesn't understand that the word God is from Elohim. Okay? Elohim in the Hebrew has 3 parts. It has 1 masculine, 2 feminine, 3 plural. Okay, masculine, feminine, plural. Okay, let me erase this here for now. The timing of the harvest depends on our correct understanding of the Godhead. Now in the Philippines, and I have found out in the last year or 2, this is the critical issue that basically all religions don't want to talk about, don't understand, and they just don't want to have to deal with it. Okay. If we understand, you see, now here's, I'll try to make this brief so we can go to dinner. I know I'm not hungry, so I guess I don't.
Sorry, I had like barely morsels of food today, and I get cranky when I'm hungry.
Let me finish this and we can discuss it at dinner.
Fair enough. We needed lively dinner conversation.
Oh, you're great with these one-liners. That's great. Okay, now. Okay, what do we understand about the who is God? traditional organized religion, Catholic Church and Protestant, they have this understanding. God, their concept of God is one, Father, God the Father, two, God the Son, three, Holy Ghost. Okay. The Protestants have this, and Catholics also. And out of this comes what they call the Trinity, which is really a misnomer because the Catholics, Roman RCC, they add to this triune God, they add a fourth figure, and her name is Mary. And she's not only called Mother Mary, she's called the Queen of Heaven. Okay, so that's a whole bunch. Now, all that needs to be done to really bring the Catholic Church, the Protestant, and the Muslims together is for them to accept Mary. That will not be difficult for the Muslims. Muslims already believe in Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the Protestants have not traditionally, but if they did, then they would all be joined together, and that would be very spiritualistic. Because I tell this lady at the meeting, you believe in Mary, that she's listening to your prayers. No, no, no. Okay, yeah. I said, how do you know Mary? Where is her? Where is Mary? Oh, she's up in heaven. How do you know that? How do you know she's up in heaven? What does the Bible actually say? Then you give a Bible study on the state of death. The Bible says everybody's dead, dies. They're dead. They don't know anything. And I showed it 2:34. David's not even in heaven. So if David's not in heaven, good man, why would we believe anybody else? So Mary was a good woman, and Christ only called her woman. He never called her mother one time. Okay. So anyway, I went through that. It was pretty good, and they were very touched. I gave him that book, that gentleman. He really...
I haven't had much time to get into it yet.
Yeah, I deal with Michael and Gabrielle, but I can. That's good. We can deal with that when we come back. I'd like to go through it a little bit with you tonight before we go to bed, so that you can kind of be a second witness when I go over it with some of the others to say, "Oh, Mike, I don't agree with that," you know. And so you.
What if I say it tonight? Are you ready?
What if
I'm
it's
just teasing you.
What if it's night?
I'm just teasing you.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
I'm gonna find some shoes. Let's go to dinner. Take you to Sweet Tomatoes. Okay?
I'm gonna have
It's a
to.
salad, you don't have to be
Yeah,
hungry.
okay, that's fine. I'm ready to go. Everybody's ready.
Leoti's hungry.
We'll talk
Yeah.
about this. Talk about this a little bit, maybe in minute when we get back before we go to bed.
Yeah.
And I haven't talked to Mike Huckleberry.
He's planning on being here tomorrow for lunch. So,
Oh, okay.
at 1 o'clock. So Shelley's gonna fix Sabbath dinner. And
Okay.
we'll see who we can get in here in the afternoon. We'll sit down and see what we can do. But he will be here tomorrow.
Well, if there's nobody else but just us, we'll still have a good conversation.
Well,
You know
that's
what?
it.
Here's how I look at it, and I know that Tim has apologized, and I do as well. It's been, I've traveled more in the last couple months than I have most of the year, and so I haven't really been home, you know, much with Tim or talked to family. Today was the first day I've seen my daughter in over a month, so we haven't been able to reach as many people. But the way that I kind of was looking at this was a little bit more like, even if we haven't had the ability to pull as many people into the discussion tomorrow that we would like to, we're still going to get the same information, and how many people can we share it with
That's good.
beyond
idea.
that, right? So might not necessarily have 20 people sitting in this room, right? But that doesn't mean that each one of us can't reach, 5 or 10 people, with the same message.
Okay. Just as a little background, he's getting his shoes. Jeremiah 7. And I appreciate that, Shelley. That's encouraging that you're willing to share what you know. Okay.
Or what I learned. and there are some things that I am a little bit more skeptical about. Not to say that I can't reach a level of understanding where I'm a scientist by nature, right?
Mhm.
My background is very scientific in orientation, and I like to deal with fact, proof, something that I can get my hands on, right? That is
Mhm.
how my mind works. So there's a couple things, then certainly when I have questions, I will raise them. I'm probably already guessed I'm not that shy of a person.
Yeah, you're very open.
It's not a bad thing, right? So I'm gonna slip my shoes back on here.
Okay, translate.